So, you just bought a Ring 4 video doorbell. Congratulations! Now what? What do you do with this mysterious thing? Since it's called Ring, do you wear it on your finger? No, it would look good on you, but it doesn't really fit. Do you cast it into the fires of Mount Doom?
Cast it into the fire!
No. It's only rated to work from -5 to 120 degrees Fahrenheit, so don't light it on fire. Important stuff, and I'll tell you everything else you need to know to get the most from Ring's battery-powered video doorbell right now. Hi, I'm Andrew from Apt, and this is the Ring 4. This is a smart video doorbell. It connects to Wi-Fi, and then you can chat with people at your door or tell them to go away. You can get alerts when it senses motion, it's app-controlled, it's feature-rich. Ring, the company behind the product, has made a number of these, as you might have been able to tell from the name. It's called the Ring 4. So this is their, say it with me, 10th video doorbell. That's right. Whatever number you want to call it, if you just bought this thing, I'm going to teach you how to get the most out of it. I'll walk you through everything from installation to setup to the best features. If you bought this as a gift, I'll talk about accessories and smart home paraphernalia that play well with Ring in case you want to give other stuff alongside of it. I'll also talk about how this stacks up to competing video doorbells and others from Ring itself, while asking the hard questions, like if this is in fact the one ring to rule them all. But I'm gonna keep that section brief. This video is mostly for you, the one who has in fact already put a ring on it. Your front door, that is. Anyway, basics, setup, installation, using this as a doorbell, using it as a security camera, and finally accessories that work well with it. Check out the time codes below if you're looking for something specific. And let's dive in. The basics. The full name of this product is the Ring Video Doorbell 4. I mentioned that it's the company's 10th doorbell, and I wasn't joking. They have a bunch of product lines, different generations within each line, a motley crew, if you will, but this is their current flagship. Ring used to be a startup called Doorbell. Their product was a video doorbell. So Ring has been making smart doorbells since this product category first came to be. Now they're a pretty massive company. They do doorbells, security cameras, alarm systems, lots of DIY smart stuff designed to let you secure your home. They're also now owned by another massive tech company called Amazon. If that rings a bell, it's because they have a pretty popular online marketplace. Amazon has also become extremely prominent in the smart home now too, thanks to their Amazon Echo line of devices. Background down, let's dive into the specific product. The Ring 4 retails for $220. You can regularly find sales. It's battery powered, or you can wire it to power using the same wires from your old doorbell. Ring can work with anything from 8 to 24 volts, 160-degree field of view with 84 degrees vertical, 1080p resolution, two-way talk, motion zones, infrared night vision, dual band Wi-Fi. It's a security camera for your front porch and a way to see and talk to whoever is at the door on your phone. So you can tell the delivery person to just leave the package without getting up from the couch.
Sorry, we're not interested.
Or tell the in-laws you were avoiding that you're sorry you missed them while holed up in the secret cabin that they don't know about on the other side of the state. It has some new features, new bells and whistles as well, but before I get into that, I need to talk about how it stacks up to the competition in case you are still making a buying decision. But I'm gonna challenge myself to do so quickly. 60 seconds or less unscripted, everything you need to know. This is a segment we call
Briefly Before You Buy.
60 seconds on the clock, ready, set, go. Okay, so the smart video doorbell field is huge. You have a ton of options, even from Ring itself. Ring has the Pro, which is slimmer, it's wired only, and it has a little bit more in terms of specs, but it's also more costly. What you get with that Ring 4 is wired or wireless, you have that flexibility, and the battery can also be a battery backup. So it's a very nice, very flexible option, and because the battery is removable, you can keep that battery and you can keep the doorbell going, which is great and not a given with battery-powered doorbells. Outside of Ring's purview, you have Nest, Eufy, you have Arlo, Wise. You just have so many companies that are making these and making good options. And there are different smarts built into each one. Nest has facial recognition. A lot of them have an ability to recognize and differentiate between people and cars and animals. So look for the smarts that you can really use when making your buying decision, but Ring offers a lot and has that unique flexibility in there, and I'm done.
There you go, son. Now get out of here. You're bothering me.
Now that you have your Ring 4 in hand, let's talk about getting it set up. Grab your toolbox or tool bag or tool carton, what have you. Mine includes a screwdriver, several packets of sweet and sour, which are obviously essential. It has a hammer, we've got a level here. It also has this note card with more puns on the Ring name. 5 golden rings. I don't have that, I just have this one, the Ring 4. It's not a very good note card. You'll probably be fine as long as you have a level and a screwdriver, though the Ring includes the latter, and obviously every toolbox needs packets of sweet and sour. And if you want to mount your Ring on a harder surface, I mean, a power drill can help. You have flexibility as far as where you mount this guy because it can be wired or wireless. Put it where you want. Speaking of which, actual step 1, charge the battery. That way it'll be ready to go by the time you're done futzing around. You're gonna wanna pop off the top, then pull out the battery by pressing this silver button and plug it in with the included cable. Note that you do need your own power brick as it's just the cable in the box. You'll notice that 2 LEDs light up while it charges, then this one goes off when it's done. Step 2, install the Ring app. You'll be prompted to create an account if you don't have one, and then you'll add a device and scan in your new doorbell using this code on its side. Then the Ring app will walk you through the rest, and it can even show you a video on how to physically install the doorbell. So consider this next section a bonus, because it's time to physically install the doorbell. If you don't have an existing doorbell or you're installing it somewhere else for whatever reason, aim for a spot roughly 4 feet above the ground and then just drill it or screw it into the wall. If you do have an existing doorbell and you want to replace it and make use of Ring's wired mode, make sure you kill the power to your old doorbell using your circuit breaker before you mess with it. It's electricity, don't mess with it. Ring your old bell before you switch the power to make sure it's working. Then flip the breaker and ring it again to make sure it's off. And you can, and maybe should use a voltmeter here to be extra sure. Unscrew the wires, use Ring's included wire extensions if they're short, then put the Ring into place and mark the holes with a pencil if you need to do some drilling. Use a level here as you do this to make sure it'll look right when you're done. Also note that you have a back plate in the box if you're putting your Ring at a weird angle and you want it to face more left or right. If so, just run any wires through here and put this behind the main body of the doorbell as you install it. I mean, you're gonna need longer screws, but Ring includes a variety of options. Then, attach the wires. You should have 2, and it doesn't matter which goes where. I'm serious. This isn't like Michael Scott trying to jumpstart a car. Just attach them to these screws here on the back and tighten, and really, which is which doesn't matter. Now, put the body in place and use the screws to fasten. Check with a level one more time, and look at you, you're almost done. At this point, put the battery in and hit the circuit breaker if it's wired. Before you attach the faceplate, make sure your app says your doorbell is ready to go, so check back in with that now, Then attach the faceplate and use this included screw to secure it. Don't use any screws to secure the faceplate other than the specialized one, or explosions and chaos and hellfire will ensue, and not the cool kind where you walk away at the end of the action movie with your sunglasses on. In fact, it probably won't explode at all. It's just going to ruin your battery. So, less exciting, but no less of a bummer. Use the included screwdriver for this special piece, and then don't lose the included screwdriver. Especially if you're using the battery instead of wiring it into your place, you'll need this when it's time to charge every few months, with your results varying by how much a ring is in use. So, put the special screwdriver in that special place you have, but not the place that's so special that you immediately forget where it is as soon as you put the thing in the special place. Put it in your ordinary special place, next to the sweet and sour packets. And you did it! You're up and running. Now, let's step into the Ring and talk about all of the features you'll find there, starting with Ring's role as your new doorbell. This circular thing on the front is a button, and if someone comes to the door and presses this button, the bells will be ringing. Now, if you've wired it to your old doorbell, you'll likely just hear your old familiar chime. If not, you have options. Ring sells a chime accessory. Lots of Amazon smart speakers and displays can function as chimes. I'll talk more about these choices when I get to accessories. But regardless of how it rings around your home, you'll at the very least get a notification right here on your phone. Use the notification to open the app and you'll see who is at the door. Then, when one of the new features for Ring kicks in, you'll also see quick replies. If I tap one, Ring will toss out the automated response of my choosing, and then I don't have to talk, which is perfect because, as you can tell from the length of this video, I obviously hate talking. But seriously, this can come in handy if you're shy or if you're not feeling safe. The Ring 4, like most smart doorbells, also has two-way talk built in with noise-canceling audio, so you can absolutely chat up the person outside if you feel up to it. As a smart doorbell, the Ring 4 does what you'd expect, and you get this functionality without paying a monthly subscription. If you want to take the next step and use the Ring 4 as a security camera as well, I mean, the features are there, but you'll probably want to fork over the money for that subscription. Let's break it down so that this doesn't turn into some kind of three-ring circus. Without a subscription, you can still get notifications if Ring senses motion. You can pull up a live view of your front door at any time to investigate said motion or just gaze at your gardenias. It also has infrared night vision to gaze at your moon flowers. I think those are real things. And you can set motion zones. Go to motion settings here in the app, then edit motion zones. You'll see these shapeable boxes so you can have your camera watch the driveway and sidewalk leading up to your porch, but ignore the public sidewalk in front of your yard, for example. You can also refine motion sensitivity, set schedules so you don't get alerts when you know people will be coming and going, and that's pretty much it for free stuff. The base level subscription unlocks a lot more. $4 a month for one device or $10 a month lets you have as many devices as you want on your account. You can also pay for a premium subscription at $20 a month to get third-party professional monitoring on your system for added peace of mind. If you can't get to your phone, you can have a professional tell your in-laws to please leave and stop stomping on your dang gardenias. All three tiers also have an annual price for 10 times the monthly cost, but you get 12 months of service. So, like a party pack with 12 fun-sized doses of monthly service for the low, low price of 10. If you want to avoid the subscription entirely, bear in mind that you can get notified of motion, but Ring won't record anything. If you don't see what happened on live view, you are out of luck. With a sub, clips created by motion are saved for 60 days. You can also download them, share them. Plus, with these saved clips, you get to take advantage of another newish feature for Ring, pre-roll. A pre-roll is anything you eat at a meal before you get to the bread portion. If that doesn't ring true, that's fair. In terms of the doorbell, pre-roll is a 4-second clip captured before the motion event. If something or someone triggers a motion event in your established zones and what have you, you'll get an alert. You can check the live feed or see a recorded clip of what happened, and thanks to the pre-roll, the clip will also contain 4 seconds of footage from before the motion event was triggered. This is handy, as you're able to see more context, like you'll see your friendly neighborhood porch pirate trip a bit in the background before he ever even gets to your porch.
I wonder what these are.
And in previous models, this pre-roll was black and white. It's full color now. All the better for giving the feature a ringing endorsement. You can view clip history here. You can also refine your motion settings even further and set notifications to people-only mode, so your camera will know to ignore animals and wind-blown objects and spaceships, and will just give you a notification if it's a person in your motion zones. Great for reducing notification clutter on your phone and ignoring that pesky Martian who keeps traipsing through your yard. Even with a paid subscription, the Ring 4 doesn't offer continuous recording, but it does have a feature called Snapshot Camera that will take pics at regular intervals throughout the day so you can get a sense of the day that occurred between your motion events. So, the Ring 4 works as a smart doorbell and a security cam for your front porch. But if you want the latter, you'll want to have a subscription to access most of the features. Now, let's talk accessories. Especially if you're gifting someone a Ring doorbell, you might want to have the cashier ring up a few of these as well, so your recipient can fully commit to ringing out the old and ringing in the new. Too much Ring? The Ring is also a horror movie with Naomi Watts. References! Anyway, my top recommendation is the Ring Chime or the Ring Chime Pro. The first is $35, the second is $60. Both basically serve as a means to alert you when someone is at the door in case you don't have an existing chime. If someone outside hits the bell, this chime will sound a jingle inside, letting you know a person is there. A bell on your door. A door bell, if you will. They connect to Wi-Fi. The difference between the two is the Pro model has a few extra bells and whistles. It serves as a Wi-Fi extender, it's dual band, it's louder. Both have features that your old-fashioned chime could only dream of, although it's impressive that it was dreaming in the first place. You can choose from multiple different tones and volumes. You can even set quiet hours where you don't want the chime sounding. I'd say it's worth paying up for the Pro if you need the Wi-Fi extender feature in particular. I mean, save some money and get the cheaper one if you know. If you're not wiring your Ring 4, also consider grabbing an extra battery pack. That way, you don't have to worry about missing footage of your gardenias growing every few months while you recharge the battery. You can just swap in a fresh one. Your collection of growing gardenia footage will be complete. I mean, the footage will be using that snapshot feature unless they somehow trigger the motion alerts. Whatever. But you know what does work? Other smart home stuff with this Ring video doorbell. I mentioned that Amazon owns Ring. The Amazon Echo is a smart speaker that can also act as a doorbell chime for Ring. The Echo Dot is a smaller, cheaper version. The Echo Show is a smart display with Amazon's Assistant built in. Yep, it can act as a chime, and you can video chat with the person at your door using the Echo Show. The Ring security system also integrates with the doorbell well. If your friend Rosie comes over, and this isn't just any friend named Rosie, but your best friend, the motion detector can sense her. You can see who she is on the Echo Show and chat with her on the doorbell. Then disarm the alarm from the app so you can let her in and she can be surrounded by all of this goodness from Ring, so you've really formed a ring around the rosy. As of now, the Ring doesn't work as well with similar smart speakers and displays from Google Nest, but that could change soon because of Matter. This new Smart Home Alliance thing that's gonna force Amazon and Google and Apple to all come together in one room and shake hands and make up and play nice. And it is real and recently live, and all three of those companies are on board along with a whole bunch of others. So it could actually pay off and have Ring devices working well with Google stuff soon, but it's still a work in progress, and Matter doesn't have protocols for cameras yet. So I guess I'll keep waiting, and Amazon stuff or other Ring stuff is your best bet for stuff that plays well with your Ring 4 right now. Using the Ring 4 with other stuff is doable, but more of a hassle, less functionality right now. I wanted to warn you so you didn't accidentally fall into something unpleasant, like a burning ring of fire, for example. Speaking of things that are fire, this is a brand new YouTube channel. My name is Andrew. The other host on the channel is named Carl. Fun facts about us: we both say caramel instead of caramel. Let me know in the comments if we're wrong. And we both work for an electronics store in Illinois called Apt. This store has a ton of experts with loads of experience. So we wanted to use their knowledge to help you get the most of your electronics. We also have links below to the Ring 4 and a few accessories you can buy from us. And if you do, fantastic, we're a store. But really, we're here to help. If you bought Ring 4 and have questions I didn't cover, hit us up in the comments and we'll be sincerely happy to answer them for you. And then if you would, also please like and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and happy smart home.